Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 20 Liverpool career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for love and support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of today's episode, we're quickly going to look at the games that lie ahead. Up first, we take on, for our first Premier League game of the season, a newly promoted Leeds United away from home, which I am very excited about because Leeds, first of all, are a newly promoted team, and I'm very happy to be kicking off the Premier League in Season 2. We then take on Manchester United in the UEFA Super Cup. Of course, in Season 1, we won the Champions League, meaning Manchester United must have won the Europa League, and that's why we face off against each other in the UEFA Super Cup. And then for the final game in today's episode, we're back at Anfield for our first game at home in the Premier League against Burnley FC. Now, it's been a little bit of a difficult one for me. Of course, we're going to be playing the Manchester United game, but it was between the Leeds game and the Burnley game, and I think two things kind of pushed it over the edge. One, it's our first Premier League game, so we could really do with playing that, and two, it's an away game, and we know that EA have set it up where if you simulated away games, you've got a more chance of losing and drawing than winning, and if you simulate home games, you've got a bigger chance of winning. So it settles nicely that we play the Leeds United game, which of course is the first game of the Premier League in Season 2. Then we play Manchester United, and then we simulate the final game against Burnley. But before we get into the action in today's episode, I'm going to be going through the comment section in just a moment's time, but I want to let you guys know about something. In episode 1, when we come back for Season 2, the last episode, I talked about should we splash the cash or keep it realistic, and I would link a straw poll down below. Unfortunately, I forgot to do that. So in today's episode, it's your last chance. There's going to be a straw poll in the description and comment section. I know a lot of you have commented on it, or voted, should I say, on it already. And that's because I went down the comment section, posting the link to all of you guys to vote. Because I need to know, are we going to splash the cash, or are we going to save it and just play realistic with this Liverpool team? So far, I do believe keeping it realistic and not spending a load of money, not buying any more players, playing with the squad we've currently got, is currently winning by 2 votes the last time I checked it. So the link is below now in the description and comment section. Go and vote if you haven't already. And I also want to mention, ladies and gentlemen, that today's episode is episode 24. Now, I told you guys by episode 25, I wanted 6 fan objectives from you guys. Otherwise, we weren't going to do fan objectives in Season 2 of the Liverpool career mode. So far, I have had 0 fan objectives from you guys. So I'm guessing that it means you don't want to see fan objectives in Season 2 at Liverpool. If you do, you best get commenting on this video, because by the next episode, the next Liverpool episode, that's when we're going to be discussing hopefully 6 fan objectives. If I don't receive 6, then we won't be doing it, and you guys get the idea that we'll be missing it out in Season 2. We can always look at doing it later on down the line in another career mode, but for Season 2 at Liverpool, we won't be doing it. But I just want to get those 2 things off my chest, guys. Make sure you go and vote on the straw poll, and if you do want to see fan objectives in Season 2 at Liverpool, make sure to drop a comment or a few comments down below with some fan objectives we could possibly do in Season 2 at Liverpool. But moving in to the comment section, I can see the first comment was from me, saying Happy New Year, wishing you all the best success in the year of 2020. It's been about a week, I do believe, since I've uploaded the last episode of the Liverpool career mode. I hope you all had an amazing new year. I hope you've started off the best that you possibly can, and I hope you're all loving 2020 so far. But the first real comment coming from one of you guys is coming in from Ethan LFC, saying Happy New Year, even before the video has started. It's a banger. Well, Ethan, hopefully it was a banger, and I appreciate comments like that. The fact you haven't even started the video yet and you're already saying it's going to be good just because of previous content I'm guessing that you've watched. So thank you so much, Ethan. It honestly means so much. Next comment coming in from Gage Whittaker, saying Happy New Year's to you, Brad. Commenting this even more, I've finished the video, but I already know it's going to be another banger. So I'm guessing he means exactly the same as Ethan. He's commenting this comment before he's even finished the video, and he already knows it's going to be a banger. Well, Gage, thank you so much again. I appreciate all your comments. I appreciate all the love and support, ladies and gentlemen. And I appreciate the fact that you're already liking the video and telling me it's going to be a banger of a video before you've even watched it. That is a bold move. Next comment coming in from Alex Jonas, saying underrated. That is the 4th or 5th time in the last couple of weeks I've seen a comment that just says underrated. I feel like a lot of you guys think I'm underrated, and that honestly means so much to me and just boosts my confidence and wants me to push on, because although I'm not one of these big YouTubers, one of these big career mode creators. It doesn't mean that one day I can't get there. And the fact that so many of you tell me that I'm underrated, it honestly means so much. So thank you so much for that comment there from Alex Jonas. And final comment coming in from Haidar Bani saying, what a video. Well, Haidar, thank you so much. And what a comment. But that is it for the comments on the previous episode. You'll know, ladies and gentlemen, for 2020, or at least January in 2020, I'm aiming for 50 views within 24 hours of the video going live and 10 likes. I can confirm episode 23 of the Liverpool Career Mode, kicking off season 2 with a bang, got 10 likes. So good job there, ladies and gentlemen. And 90 views. Good job there. Now, I know it's obviously a couple of days later, but I always just check the video, what views I got after 24 hours. And I think I've got it wrote down somewhere. I think it was on 61. So good job. You helped me get 50 views within 24 hours, and you helped me get to 10 likes. So massive thank you to all of you guys. If you can continue with the support, keep smashing that like button, keep watching the videos, that would be utmost appreciated. But we have got Leeds United up first for our first Premier League game. We are now going to attend the press conference. We'll then take a look over the starting 11. Unfortunately, you guys know from the last episode, Sadio Mane did pick up an injury and is out for 6 weeks, meaning Ryan Kent has got to step up and prove that he's the right man to play at left wing. We also have the ex-Ajax man, David Neres, that we brought in, that also plays left wing. So this is a chance for both of them to shine while Sadio Mane is out at the sidelines. Now, you know what? As we load up this press conference, I'm going to have another straw poll down below now. And I'm going to ask you guys, for the Liverpool Career Mode, should we cut out the press conferences? Do you want to see it or do you not? Is the league title within reach this season? We aim to win everything. Of course we do. So there's going to be another straw poll. And I'm asking you guys, would you like me to just cut out the press conferences and post conferences? Or do you like to see them? Van Dijk is in good form. Will we see more of him today? I'll say nothing personal. But yes, we're going to see more of Van Dijk today. But I just thought this normally takes maybe a minute. But if I do it 3 times in an episode, it's 3 or 4 minutes. Sometimes I talk quite a lot through it. Keita started the pre-season strong. Should we expect to see more of him today? I think he's on the bench for the first game. We'll just go with he sets an example. Yeah, I do believe he's on the bench. I think Henderson and Gini are back in the central midfield positions. But I was curious to see whether you guys want to see pre-season, want to see post-match interviews, and also pre-match interviews, because it does take up a lot of time. It's kind of very repetitive. For me, sometimes it does get a little bit annoying because the same questions are asked time after time. It's also the fact that sometimes the questions don't make sense. So if you could vote down below or leave a comment down below. In fact, just go and vote on the straw poll, guys. Vote and say whether you'd like me to cut them out or leave it in the video. It's entirely up to you guys. But as you can see, the team we are putting out against Leeds United is the usual starting 11, minus the fact Ryan Kenton at left wing for the injured Sadio Mane, and Gomez now taking over in Season 2 at centre-back to link up and partner with Virgil van Dijk over Matip, who currently finds himself on the bench. I really want to give Gomez a good shot this season. He was the rotated player in Season 1, and I think he's earned his stripes to be linked up with Van Dijk in Season 2. But we are going with Ryan Kent out on the left wing, Bobby Firmino at striker, Salah out on the right wing, Gini Wijnaldum linking up with the captain Jordan Henderson in the central midfield roles. A little deeper, we've got the Brazilian man Fabinho in the central defensive midfield, and then Robertson at Van Dijk, Gomez and Trent at the back with Alisson between the sticks. Let's get into this game against the newly promoted Leeds United. Let's do some damage and show them exactly what the Premier League's all about. Well, Leeds United, welcome to the Premier League. After we have finished with you, you'll be wishing for relegation and to go back down, because we are here to take over. We won the Champions League in Season 1. I'm here to focus mainly 90% of my vision on the Premier League. We've done the Champions League. I'd love to win both, of course. The FA Cup and Carabao Cup, I'm going to be playing a rotated team. I'm going to be playing the kids. The likes of Curtis Jones in the midfield, Van Berg at centre-back, Adrian in goal. There's no point in playing a starting 11 when we want to keep them nice and fit, nice and fresh to play the Champions League and also the Premier League. But it is going to be Patrick Bamford to get us kicked off, with Leeds United kicking left to right in this first half period. Let's get it underway. And come on, Liverpool, let's open the Premier League with a banger. Beautiful run here from Henderson. May have Ryan Kent towards the back post. Let's whip a nice ball in. It was a deadly ball in from Henderson. Unfortunately, the Leeds United defender there is Henderson again. Whips the ball in now for Gini at the near post, who sadly puts it over the bar. We're a little bit panicked at the back, I feel. We're a little bit struggling. Ball in behind. Alisson's going to come for it. It's a great tackle from Alisson. And he does, luckily enough, just get the ball into Fabinho. Fabinho through there now to Gini. This is where we get them on the counter now. Here's Bobby Firmino. Back into Gini. Back into Bobby. Bobby going to hold this ball up. We're going to lose it with Henderson. Up to Fabinho. Up to Gini. He's going to turn his man. Out wide now. Let's go up to Ryan Kent. That's a beautiful ball now to Ryan Kent. Let's cut back there. Bobby, ball coming in now to Henderson on the volley. Who smashes it over the bar. Leeds were really applying some pressure there, and I feel like they can feel the nerves from this Liverpool team, and that's exactly what they're starting to capitalise on. Play it down now. We're not going to be able to get across here. It's Forshaw. Forshaw going to put a ball in. Van Dijk's all over that one. Gina going to try and head it on. Van Dijk now going to come across. Bamford's on it. Robertson's on it. How have we not come away with that ball? It's Engen once again. Engen now coming forward. This ball coming in. Alisson's there to punch it away. Mo Salah going to head this back if we can. We really need the referee to blow his whistle here, and as he does, Leeds have seriously applied a lot of pressure there towards the end of that first half. That is a little bit worrying, I must say. West Ham currently beating Brentford, which must be the other or one of the other promoted teams to the Premier League. Burnley 1-0 against Leicester. Everton 1-1 with Manchester City. Spurs and Norwich yet to kick off. I'm happy to jump back into the second half of exactly the same team. I feel like we just need a decent chance on goal. We just haven't come across that decent chance just yet, but I'm sure it's going to come. Henderson now over to Gini. Let's go up to Bobby Firmino. He's going to turn his man. Play it through there now to Mo Salah. Here we go. Mo Salah through on goal. Mo Salah 1-0. Mo Salah finds the first Liverpool goal this season. We've been waiting for that goal to come. Waiting patiently. And finally we get a nice break as the ball's played through from Bobby to Gini, who just lays it into the running path of Mo Salah, who runs onto it on his left foot, outside the boot, smashes it towards that far post. And the keeper had no chance, out of the reach of the keeper and into the side net. And it's 1-0. We finally got that 1-0 lead. I'm hoping now the nerves will settle and we can push on to find a couple more. Henderson. Ryan Kent, Bobby Firmino, through on goal, Bobby Firmino! Si, senor! That's what we like to see. Si, senor. Pass the ball to Bobby and he'll score. And that's exactly what he does. Through the legs of the keeper, and we've already doubled our lead. I knew it was only a matter of time. I feel like the first Premier League game of the season, the nerves were there, but the nerves have settled, and I honestly think we could push on to make this 3 or 4-0 now. Here's Harry Wosom, who's now going to play it out to Trent on the overlap. And Trent's going to look to push on here. Let's go into Bobby, and then we'll go straight back through there to Trent. And we could have 4-on-3 here. We could have 4-on-3. Let's put one in towards the back post. Ball in for David Neres, and Castilla again comes out to collect it. Wilson, we take this ball, and we've got a cracking counter here going, you know. Ball up now to Bobby. Through there now to David Neres. And Neres is going to be gone. Here comes David Neres. Through on goal. 1-on-1 with the keeper. David Neres makes it 3-0. I said it was going to be 3 or 4-0. And Leeds have really pushed forwards. They had to if they wanted something out of this game. But they've pushed so far forwards. They've been left open at the back. And when you get a ball into Bobby, who can lay it off into the running path of David Neres, David Neres is going to be gone. And that's exactly what he does. Onto his stronger left foot, finesse shot towards the bottom left, 1-on-1 with the keeper, and David Neres scores his first Premier League goal in Season 2. Douglas plays it back, there we go, referee's going to blow for full time. Job done. Job done. Comfortable, or I say comfortable, I won't go too harsh on Leeds, but first half they were really dominant, they really went for it. Second half, I think a newly promoted team to the Premier League just couldn't keep up with the stamina of the Liverpool squad that we've got. And from there, we pushed on. They had 2 shots, 2 on target. Kept it at 100% shot accuracy. We had 6 shots, 4 on target. 3 of them in the back of the net. So very consistent from us as well. Bobby Firmino picks up his first man of the match in Season 2 with a 9.5. And now we can get into the post-match interview and get ready for the game against Manchester United for our second potential piece of silverware. We've already won the pre-season piece of silverware. Now we've got the UEFA Super Cup up for grabs. Here we go. Fire away. Coming out of pre-season, we had high hopes for Keita. Would be a regular in the team, yet his performance today was a letdown. I won't say it was a letdown, he didn't start. We'll just say he'll gain self-confidence, but I felt like he played alright from what he come on. I wouldn't say he was an outstanding player, but he didn't start. So what do they expect from him? Van Dijk is continuing his hot run of form. Yes, indeed he is, and he deserves all the praise. Ballon d'Or winner right there, ladies and gentlemen. Leeds United was considered the underdog coming in, and Liverpool has proven exactly that. What are your thoughts? Yeah, it was a great match. It was a great match. We opened the Premier League with a 3-0 victory. The 3-0 victory may have just got us a top spot in the Premier League as well on goal difference. So I think 3 goals to be scored against the newly promoted Leeds is a decent result. Another piece of silverware in the UEFA Super Cup up for grabs in the next game when we take on Manchester United. We won the pre-season. I'm hoping we can win our second piece of silverware only 2 episodes into Season 2. What I'll now do is attend the press conference. Obviously, I've told you guys there's going to be a straw poll down below asking you, do you want me to cut out the press conferences or do you want me to leave them in the video? Obviously, it's times like this where it can cut out, you know, maybe 5, 6, maybe even 7 minutes from a video by cutting out the press conferences and the post conferences, and we'll just cut them out. I'll still answer all the questions and whatnot, but I'll just cut them out of the video. This is your time to shine. Go and vote on that straw poll. Also, while you're down there, vote on the other straw poll about whether we should splash the cash or work with the team that we've got through Season 2. Because remember, ladies and gentlemen, after we finish Season 2 at Liverpool, we're going to go on to finish Season 2 at Dortmund, and then we're going to be starting one brand new career mode. But we will now attend the press conference, see what the media have to say. Then we'll look at the lineup. Only one change being made to the lineup from the team against Leeds. Unfortunately, there is a few players that are only about 95% fit, but hopefully still able to do a job over Manchester United. There we are.
Thank you all for joining us.
What are your expectations from the UEFA Super Cup clash against Manchester United? To win. We'll do all we can to win. We'll focus on it. We are very confident. Yeah, we'll do all we can to win. That's what we're here for. It's the UEFA Super Cup. Of course we want to win it. You put the game beyond doubts last time. Congratulations. Do you reckon that your rival Manchester United is a concern at all? Yeah, my lads performed well. Let's just go with that one. You haven't been very active in the transfer market so far, so should we expect to see some new faces at the club? Well, I'll tell the media exactly how it is. It's down to my assistant managers. They're voting on a straw poll in today's episode as to whether we're going to splash the cash and go all out, or whether we're going to stick with the squad that we've got and some of the loanies that have come back from loan, like Harry Wilson, who's started off spectacular, the likes of Curtis Jones. I'm really excited to see what we can do with that team. If you guys want me to spend the money, though, we certainly will. I'll just put for now, we're good all over the pitch, because I honestly think that we are. There we go. All the questions are done. We can now get into this game against Manchester United. There's another piece of silverware up for grabs. Are we going to be able to do a job over them and potentially get it? You'll straight away see the one change made to the usual starting 11 is David Neres coming in at left wing for Ryan Kent, who is about 80% fit, so obviously his stamina is not as good as others. You can see the likes of Trent, who also doesn't have stamina, is good as the likes of Mo Salah, Henderson, Gini, Bobby. The team's not 100% fit, but I'm still thinking that we can do a job over Manchester United. But we are going with David Neres out on the left wing, Bobby Firmino at striker, Salah out on the right wing, Gini Wijnaldum linking up with the captain Jordan Henderson in the central midfield roles. A little deeper, we've got Fabinho in the central defensive midfield, and then Robertson, Van Dijk, Gomez and Trent at the back with Alisson between the sticks. Let's get into this game against Manchester United, and hopefully in 92 minutes time we'll be lifting another piece of silverware to add to the trophy cabinet back at Melwood. Well, in the Premier League, this is a massive clash. Manchester United versus Liverpool. It's always huge. There's always a lot of dirty tackles. And both teams always wanting to win. It looks there like they've signed Toby Alderweireld from Spurs. That man there, they got Martial like it was Rashford. I think it was also Wan-Bissaka that were warming up there. But I'm excited for this game. Juan Mata with the captain's armband. Juan Mata with the captain's armband. I didn't expect to see that, if I'm completely honest. But I am excited for this game, and I think we are going to punish Manchester United. I hope I haven't just jinxed myself as Bobby Firmino gets us kicked off in his first half period. Down now to Juan Mata. Juan Mata coming forward. Let's get hold of him, Gini. Good lad. Ball over the top. It's a great ball in behind for Martial. We're going to slide in there to penalty. Said there was going to be dirty tackles, just unfortunately this time round. I didn't expect to... He's off.
Well, it's delicately poised this game. Has this incident tipped the balance?
Damn, we're down to 10 men as well. I said there was going to be dirty tackles, but I generally didn't mean to foul him there. I thought I was going to get the ball. Anthony Martial to step up with this one. Becker! Oh, he's put it wide. There we go. Well done, Alisson Becker. That's what we like to see. Martial drills it wide. We are now going to have to make a change because we cannot afford Trent not being at that right back position. So, oh, this is going to be difficult. We're probably going to have to lose. I'm going to take the risk in losing Jordan Henderson. Switch in with Trent. We'll then put Gomez now to right back and then Henderson off for Matip. We're going to have to lose a central midfielder and switch Gomez out to that right back position. It's a silly error from myself early on, but I'm still going to stay confident. We're still at 0-0. Nice ball in now to Bobby Firmino. Bobby Firmino has now got Mo Salah on the overlap. Go on the inside now to Bobby Firmino. It's a great tackle from Harry Maguire, who has just kept Manchester United in this. Fabinho over now to Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez playing it around now to Mo Salah. Mo Salah going to cut it back onto his left foot. Mo Salah into Bobby Firmino, who's going to get a shot off. And unfortunately, with 10 men on the line from Manchester United, it's going to be blocked. Robertson going to push out for this one. Ball on the inside now to Martial. Well done, Virgil van Dijk. Great block. We're really under pressure here. Now we go through to Fabinho. Fabinho going to go out wide now to Bobby Firmino. Here comes the counter-attack from Bobby Firmino. Bobby Firmino coming forward. On the inside now to Mo Salah. Mo Salah. Yes! Come on! Come on! 10 men. They've had a penalty. They've had shot after shot. And we finally get a decent chance as Mo Salah puts it towards the far post. It does take a deflection of Harry Maguire, I do believe. It doesn't. I thought it took a deflection from Harry Maguire and it didn't seem to. Mo Salah is 2-2 in today's episode. Is he going to be that scoring machine that we need this season? Back in there now to Gini. Nicely done. Gini in to Bobby Firmino. And as Bobby Firmino collects that ball, as he dropped a little bit deeper to take it off Gini, the referee has blown the half-time whistle. I'm glad to be getting in a half-time. To be honest, stat-wise, it's very level right now on paper. 3 shots were on target for United. 3 shots, 2 on target for ourselves. We got a little bit lucky with Anthony Martial putting the penalty wide. If he'd have scored that, it could have been a whole different game, but we still only have 10 men on the pitch. We're really going to have to be careful with them getting us on the counter-attack. Back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Slide in there now, try and take the ball off him. Lucas Vazquez still now coming forwards. Here's Lucas Vazquez still coming. We've really got to be careful. Lucas Vazquez hits it! It's 1-1 out of nowhere. Lucas Vazquez just takes it upon himself to hit that. He obviously spotted Alisson out of position or off the line or something. We didn't close him down quick enough and he just takes it. Look at this, too much space. Alisson's off his line. Alisson, stay on your line, son. It's a poor attempt. And it's 1-1. Fabinho going to take it out wide now to Robertson. I've just got no options here. Go in there to Bobby. Bobby going to play it in now to Robertson. Robertson on his left foot. Going to strike. It's a massive strike from Andy Robertson. But it's a great save from David De Gea. Uh-oh, they're going to get us. Oh, look at the pace here. This is the problem now. Here comes Bergwijn, who's absolutely flying at these Liverpool defenders. Here comes Bergwijn. Oh, it's a cutback. Memphis Depay, great save from Alisson. They're applying the pressure with pace now. A little bit of skill here. Let's go to the edge of the box for Bruno Fernandes. Fabinho. Bobby, going to turn his man. Bobby Firmino. Oh, it's saved by David De Gea. Gomez going to slide it and try and get it from Fred. The referee is going to blow for full time after 90 minutes. It's still at level terms. We'll go into extra time. 2 15-minute halves. Manchester United really upping their game now and going for it. And we are going to have to do the same. Trent being sent off is a massive loss to us. Up the line now to Neres. Neres got the best of it. I'm going to have Harry Wilson towards the back post. Ball in. Harry Wilson on the volley. He's only gone and done it. A knockout strike from Harry Wilson. He scored a tremendous left-footed shot in pre-season. He's come on from Mo Salah, has seen him towards the back post. Neres with a cracking weighted ball in. And it's Harry Wilson on his weaker right foot who buries it. Fabinho. Bobby Firmino rolls his man. Bobby Firmino, it's off the bar and cleared away. Here we go. Bruno Fernandes up now to Divock Origi. I got Bruno Fernandes on the overlap. Go on, Bruno. Play it through there now to Divock Origi, and Toby Alderweireld gets there. 2 minutes added on. We've just got to see this game out now. It's Memphis Depay. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Van Dijk going to come for that ball. It's a beautiful ball in now to David Neres. Into Divock Origi. Back through there to David Neres, who's trying to dance his way towards the goalkeeper. As it's played back to David De Gea. We're going to win the UEFA Super Cup. It certainly wasn't easy, but we've done it.
Well, a trophy, Derek, is a trophy, and they deserve that today. Played very well. They won't mind.
Harry Wilson is the man. Champione, champione, ole, ole, ole. Virgil van Dijk will be the man to lift this trophy. Jordan Henderson sadly had to sacrifice his place after Trent was sent off to bring Matip on. But we are lifting our second piece of silverware. Oh, hey! In just 2 episodes. Ale, ale, ale! Unbelievable. 2 episodes into season 2. Hey! And we've already bagged ourselves our second piece of silverware. The pre-season trophy. And now the UEFA Super Cup. Well done, lads. Well done. Absolutely smashed it. Unbelievable play from the lads today. Unbelievable. We were on paper a better team and just edged, probably deserving to get the win. David Neres picks up man of the match with an 8.4. He put a cracking ball in to get the assist on Harry Wilson's goal. And he did play spectacular, which is exactly what we need from the likes of David Neres and Ryan Kent, because unfortunately Sadio Mane is out with an injury right now. So them two need to be stepping up, and that's exactly what they're currently doing. Now we'll get into the post-match interview. Here we are.
Can I ask you a couple of questions?
You can. We just beat Manchester United, the Red Devils. What an amazing run. Any final thoughts? We'll celebrate them back to the drawing board. Yeah, you're not wrong. The UEFA Super Cup's a great one to win, but we're focusing on the Premier League more than anything this season, and that's the important one. Gini Wijnaldum's still on his hot run. He deserves all the praise. He is playing fabulous at the moment. It was a very tight match right until the end. Your team managed to score the winner in the last minutes of the match. Luck was on your side, don't you think? I'll go with sometimes you need a bit of luck, because that run from Harry Wilson, we didn't have a bit of luck of him running towards the back post. We wouldn't have won that game. And I'm hoping for the cherry on the cake now. We've just beat Leeds United for our first Premier League game. We've just been crowned UEFA Super Cup champions after beating Manchester United. And now we take on Burnley for our first game at home, which of course is the simulated game in today's episode. You can see that Spurs have won their first game. And the reason I mention Spurs is they were the team to beat us by 6 points to lift the Premier League title in Season 1. And I think probably they're going to be the team that we have to go head-to-head with again to fight for that Premier League title. So we'll see how Spurs get on in their second game. But we're back at home. We're against Burnley. We should realistically get the result, I would have thought, here. We have had to change up the team quite a lot. You can see that David Neres has had to been dropped for Ryan Kent. It's mainly just to do with fitness. You can see that Van Dijk, Robertson, Alisson and Mo Salah and Matip are not fully fit right now. But I have to rotate the team as much as I can to keep fitness throughout the squad as high as possible. But we are going with Ryan Kent out on the left wing, Divock Origi at striker, Salah out on the right wing, Gini Wijnaldum linking up with the captain Jordan Henderson in the central midfield. A little deeper, we got Marco Grujic in the central defensive midfield, and then Robertson and Van Dijk, Matip and Trent at the back with Alisson between the sticks. I'm hopeful with us being at home. It's the first game in the Premier League at home. I'm hoping that we can do a job over Burnley, but shockingly, their first Premier League game was against Leicester City, and they beat them 2-0, which is a great result for Burnley. Let's get these players warmed up and see if we can do a job over Burnley. We beat them 3-0 and Ryan Kent picked up an injury. The first thing I seen there was Ryan Kent picked up an injury. And I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I kid you not, Mo Salah is on fire. 3 games in today's episode, and he scored 4 goals. Ryan Kent opens the scoring chart after scoring after just 9 minutes. Mo Salah then took it to 2-0 in scoring in the 32nd minute. We then had half-time. Coming out in the second half, not much happened until the 75th minute, till Mo Salah scored a brace, his second goal, to give us the 3-0 victory and put that final nail in the coffin. Unfortunately, in the same minute, Ryan Kent picks up an injury. I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad. Otherwise, we now only have David Neres that can play out on that left wing position. The worst thing for us to happen right now is Ryan Kent to be out for a while, because we have no one to rotate with David Neres, and I don't want to risk him picking up an injury by playing him game after game. But we keep a clean sheet against Burnley. We score 3 goals, and we get those 3 very important points. I would say that's the cherry on top of the cake for me. Well, you know, when you're on a high, it's always got to come to an end. And although we are ending today's episode top of the Premier League, we won our first Premier League game against Leeds away from home. We won our first Premier League game at home. We also just got crowned UEFA Super Cup champions. With all that happening, it's only EA's fair terms if they throw a little bit of dirt and a little bit of bad luck on us. And as we move over to the inbox, the first line says it all. Bad news. Ryan Kent has suffered an ACL injury and will be out for about 4 months. When I just spoke too soon in saying Ryan Kent and David Neres have got to step up with Sadio Mane being out for 6 weeks, Ryan Kent is out for 4 months. What a nightmare. I'm glad we brought David Neres in right now, otherwise we'd have no left winger. But now we're in a little bit of a sticky situation. Now with that bad news coming of Ryan Kent being out for 4 months and Sadio Mane still being out for a minimum of 5 weeks, we're going to have to put all our trust and hope into the hands of David Neres and hope that he can keep fit. And we may just have to rotate him with a player that can't necessarily play on the left wing position, whether that's a Divock Origi, whether that's a Minamino. We may just have to rotate it, or I will at least look through the team to see if there's anyone else that can play left mid or left wing that can hopefully slot in there just to help David Neres out when he's not fully fit. But this may change your opinion on the straw poll now. There's going to be 2 straw polls down below in the description and comment section, ladies and gentlemen. One of them is asking you guys, should we splash the cash? And when I say splash the cash, I'm talking about we've got 241 million to spend. Do we go out and blast it and spend it all? Or do we keep this realistic and be more of like a Jurgen Klopp and realise we have got injuries, we've got problems now, we'll figure it out, we'll work around it? There's 2 options. You obviously vote splash the cash, or you vote stick with what we've got and work with the team that we currently have. I could see if Ben Woodburn can play out on the left wing position, and we could play him out there if we do need, but I think he's more of a central attacking midfielder and a right-midded player. The other straw poll is asking you guys, do you want me in future to cut out the post-match interviews and the pre-match interviews, to cut out a little bit of time, or do you guys continually want to see them in the videos? But you can vote on both of those straw polls. They'll be down below in the comment section and the description. I think that's all I need to cover in today's episode, guys. I don't think there's anything else. If there is, I will try and cover it in the next episode. Oh yeah, fan objectives. If you guys want fan objectives, you need to have them commented in this video. Use the hashtag fan objectives, and you need 6. If I don't get 6 fan objectives from you guys, or none at all, or 1 or 2, I will take it that the majority of you guys don't want fan objectives in the Liverpool Season 2 career mode. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been Massive Brad. Peace out.